What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. And in this moment, we got to get into this game. The 49ers versus the Baltimore Ravens, man. The 49ers got 49'd. San Francisco got San Francisco'd. As I told you guys, I was going to ride with Lamar Jackson, as I am so happy for this young man. I am rooting for Lamar Jackson to win the whole thing. The 49ers, man, they got exposed, and it goes to show that this is a copycat league. I mean, no team now in today's football can just dominate and think that no one's going to figure them out. And John Harbaugh, man, let's give it up for John Harbaugh, man. This guy had an outstanding gameplay. He bracketed Deebo Samuels. He knew when to disguise his coverages. Shout out to the defensive coordinator I forget his name, but shout out to the defensive coordinator. He did a great job at making Brock Purdy, rush his reads. We saw Brock Purdy throw 4 interceptions, man. 4 interceptions, man. And now guess what? This game tape is out. This game tape is out on Brock Purdy. And not to mention that, you guys ever notice when Brock Purdy is under pressure and he gets swarmed, he's a very, very head above shoulders type of guy. He plays the game using his brain. He is a little mobile for his size, to be honest, but he isn't the biggest guy. And as you guys saw last night, he left the game with a stinger, and they put Sam Darnold in, and he looked like he was a deer in the headlights. But this is a report from NBCSports.com, and it goes on to say that after exiting the fourth quarter of the 49ers' Christmas night loss to the Ravens with a stinger, quarterback Brock Purdy said he could have returned and will be fine going forward. Purdy said the stinger was painful, and it's the second straight game in which he suffered one. But he gave no indication that there will be any problem on the short week after the 49ers' Sunday game against the Commanders. Okay. We saw earlier this year when Brock Purdy had the stinger against the Minnesota Vikings. It was a helmet-to-helmet hit, and he was not the same. And his brain is what he uses to defeat a lot of these good teams. And once he's rushed or hit or dinged too many times, he starts to panic, and he threw 4 interceptions. Shout out to the Baltimore Ravens safety, that 6'4" monster, Cal. They call him Babyface. Man, that guy is something. And he spoke way before the game and literally said that, they were disrespected. And the Ravens played with so much fire, man, because nobody likes feeling like the underdog. It seems like their quarterback is always under scrutiny. Somebody always has to say something about Lamar Jackson's playing style. I don't know what it is, but as you guys saw, man, Lamar Jackson is clearly the MVP. A lot of people don't want to give him credit. They had the same record as the 49ers, and you guys saw the disrespect. Because this was a team in the AFC, which I give the edge to Lamar Jackson, because the AFC North is a lot more difficult than the NFC, period. I mean, the NFC is nowhere near as tough as the AFC. It's like the Western Conference versus the Eastern Conference in NBA basketball. You know what I mean? So, let's give it up, man. This is an all-star MVP type of performance from Lamar Jackson, without a doubt. This guy sealed the deal. Let's actually get into this report that discusses that. And this is from ESPN.com, where it says, in the battle of the teams with the best records in the league, Jackson took control of the MVP race by resoundingly outdueling 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy. And that's true. I mean, you guys saw the game. Lamar Jackson was the best player on the field. This dude is so lightning fast. When you just watch Lamar Jackson play football, you literally understand why you hear the sport commentators say, you cannot even practice this. You can't mimic what Lamar Jackson does. Just watching this guy, it's like lightning. It's like all quarterbacks have a certain superpower. This guy is just lightning in a bottle. Zzz, zzz, zzz. That's how it literally looks like. That's how he moves on the field. And man, I think that it's about time that this guy, honestly, I know he doesn't fit the typical quarterback. He has cornrows. He isn't as proper at the podium, but his passion for the game and elevation to be the best he can be. Like, this guy is passionate about football. You see the frustration when he's missing throws. He's just passionate, you know what I mean? So I'm just real happy to see that, and he definitely outdueled Brock Purdy. But anyway, we'll keep reading. It says, weaving around the 49ers pass rushers all game, Jackson threw for 252 yards and 2 touchdowns while leading Baltimore in rushing with 45 yards. Purdy, meanwhile, threw a career worst 4 interceptions. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how Brock Purdy, who is supposed to be the guy who dissects any type of defense by literally using all of his options on the offense and being so arsenal, how could this happen? I'll tell you how this could happen. You got a team that's just as hungry as you, that truly has a dominant head coach who likes to play physical football. You guys already know how the Baltimore Ravens have a code, a creed, or whatever it's called, where it says play like a Raven. And they take that to heart. And the defense was all over Brock Purdy. The disguises were brilliant, and Brock Purdy was in over his head. He looked like the Brock Purdy that played against the NFC championship Philadelphia Eagles. That's what he looked like. A deer in the headlights who was overwhelmed by the moment. And when they don't get out in front run, they're a completely different team. That's the key. If you can stop the 49ers, right, from not being able to front run, it makes the quarterback panic because he's so used to having a rhythm type of system. And that's why a lot of people call him a game manager, because everything is so fluent. It's just like looking at music notes and playing a flute. Everything you can see before you play. It's like read notes. And when you're not able to do that, you're out of sync. The music sounds terrible. Therefore, those produce interceptions. And he had 4 interceptions, man. Shout out to the Ravens defense. I'm so glad that I picked this, and I won a lot of money off this, guys. I sure did, because I knew that everybody was going to cash in on those NFC 49ers, and they're still a good team. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they still got the Rams. And what I tell you guys in the last video, the Rams are looking good, right? So anyway, let's keep going. He can do everything, Ravens wide receivers Zay Flowers said. You saw it. He ran it. He threw it. He led the team. That's the MVP. You led your team. You have the best record in the NFL. And he just comes out and continues to come out and do what he does game in and game out, even though people say he can't do this. And that's what I was getting at. Like, a lot of people just don't want to give this guy his credit. And shout out to Zay Flowers, man. Zay Flowers is the secret weapon. He is like a gadget. Like, he's just like a gadget tool type of guy. Man, this guy has burst. For him to be short, he's a little stout. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not the biggest, but he's properly proportioned to be his size. And he plays with a lot more strength and impact than he would look, right? So Zay Flowers, man, he did his thing as well, man. Like, he came out and did his thing. I like Zay Flowers, and I like the way that he smiles. He's just joyful. He's happy to play the game, and that's winning football. Even in moments like that, when you see a kid like that, man, a rookie, just so happy to be where he is, man, he lets it show on the field every single time, man. So got to give Zay Flowers his flowers, right? So anyway, I believe that Lamar Jackson is going to win it all. All you have to do, Lamar Jackson, is keep the main thing, man. Keep ignoring the media like you've always been doing. Keep being the underdog. Keep reminding people why you were the MVP and why you very well may be the MVP again. I don't know. I honestly don't know what took the Ravens so long to pay this guy, because this guy is so dynamic. Must watch TV. Lamar Jackson deserves all of the credit right now because he was heavily doubted like always, and he prevailed. So what do you guys think about this, man? Like, Brock Purdy collapsed. 49ers look pretty basic to me. And then this NFL game tape is out now. So, these next 2 games, man, may look a little different. So if you're a 49ers fan or a Baltimore Ravens fan, man, I want you guys to weigh in on this topic. If you like the content, please hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my sports media takes. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace. Let me know how you guys feel. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.